Today's Toy Spot, why we're having a look at the Hasbro Transformers Generations Sergeant Cup. Sergeant Cup is an intermediate level 3 transformation. And up at the top there's some nice artwork of Cup. Looks like he comes with a gun, a shotgun of some sort, perhaps a long rifle. On the back of the package, there you see Cup in robot and in vehicle mode as a pickup truck. Exhaust pipe becomes laser musket. There you go. His strength is 7, intelligence 7, speed is 5. Zoom in? Absolutely. Endurance is 10. Rank is 8. Courage is 9. Fire Blast 5. Skill 4. As for his read-up, Sergeant Cup is the oldest soldier of any of the Autobots. No, even before the war, he has a career, or he was a career military bot, dedicated to defending Cybertron against all threats. His long service has supplied him with an endless array of war stories, which he never hesitates to share with his comrades, no matter what else is going on. That is Cup. Of course, what I'm going to do is get this opened up, and when we come back, we're going to have a better look at Sergeant Cup. There's definitely more to come. Stay tuned. So, having a look at Cup in vehicle mode, you know what? He's a really neat-looking pickup truck. I like the coloring that they chose for him. It's not a very in-your-face blue. It's a nice relaxing blue, if there is such a thing. The paint on it is actually really nice. We've got some yellowing on the front on the bumpers there. Some silver on the front there as well. Of course, the Autobot logo at the top. There's the back of it as well. Even the interior of the flatbed, I like that they colored that in as well. Really, really neat. On the underside of the vehicle is actually where they house his weapon. You don't necessarily have to have it underneath if you want. You can unpeg this, just unpeg it and pull it out from the second exhaust port, like so. And there is a couple of connector points up at the top. There's a little clip right here, and we're just going to peg this into place. I'm a little worried about the notion of pegging this into place, however, because I feel as if it will eventually give stress marks, especially around the clip. I haven't noticed it yet, but you can have it like that as well. This kind of looks like something you would see in Terminator 2. I don't think the Rebellion would necessarily be driving as fancy of a car, but nonetheless, I'm just going to take this off here, put that aside. He rolls really well. Now, the only problem I had with the vehicle itself is you'll notice the front tires actually can rotate. I'll just zoom the camera in a bit. Hey, there's his head. Hey, Cup. The tires do rotate. I find, though, the only problem is if you rotate them the wrong way, or if you have them just slightly off-kiltered, it can deter the vehicle from rolling. So you just kind of have to get them a little straightened out there. But I like the vehicle mode quite a bit indeed. Transformation, we're just going to take the tires that Spot had referenced earlier. I'm just going to pull these out ever so slightly. Just going to get them out of the way. Then we're going to reach underneath, pull out the arms. You might even find it easier just to slightly detach the back cab of the truck, just to get these arms just loose. Just enough to get in there and get the arms out of the way. They don't need to be bothering anybody. We'll just get them out of the way completely. From there, what you can do is take the front. This whole section right here is tabbed. You're just going to want to separate it. Separate it slightly, ever so slightly. The beauty of it is there are these little tabs on these sides. Little sides here. Just enough to kind of get your hands in there. You just attach it like so. This you can move forward if you want. As well, getting it out of the way, you're just going to separate the legs. Reach underneath. This is a really neat transformation. I like what they've done here. You can take the bottom parts of the trailer, the back part of the truck here, and you're actually just going to flip it down. When you flip it down, you'll get Cup's feet, just like so. These back parts here you can fold back. These will just be his heels, like so. And then you're going to take these front pieces here, you're going to tip them back slightly just to get these sections folded in. And then once folded in, you can fold them down, and you end up filling in these gaps. There's still a little bit of a gap in there, but not enough to bother anybody. And just straighten out the legs, like so. Take the back section, and essentially you're just going to take this whole section here and just flip it around, making sure that this back section is the roof of the truck is out of the way. And aside from that, you're pretty much done. It's just a matter of correcting, fixing up some sections right here. This back roof that Spot's indicated a couple of times, you can fold that in and just fold it down just to get it out of the way. Make sure the head is straightened. Rotate the arms. Now I think in the instructions, if I zoom in here, I think in the instructions they indicate that you should rotate these around. Rotate them around, and I don't know, I'm not a fan of them necessarily having them rotated all the way around, but from what I remember of the instructions, we'll just move these down. Maybe, you know what, move them out of the way here. This one arm always gives me problems. Big old problems. You know what, maybe Spot's moving it the wrong way. There we go. Stubborn is what it was. There we go. And we're just going to fix the tires. You can bend the arms. As I mentioned though, I think the instructions have you fold those in, or flip these around. I don't like this extra kibble. I very well might just be making this stuff all up, but I'm going to actually fold it back. Now the only problem with folding it back, you kind of have to make sure the tires then are out of the way. You could even really just have them on an angle too if you wanted to. And bada bing, you have yourself Cup. You know, he is a neat looking Transformer. He's current, he's updated to what we would have gotten with the original Cup. But you know what? He still has aspects of Cup to him. I mean, by far, the face is really neat. Good old grumpy Cup. Sure, telling us stories, telling the other Autobots stories of wars and battles that he's been in. His mouth is open because Cup's always talking. Once again, the Autobot logo down present in the middle of his chest. You can take his handgun. I believe they called it a musket. They called it the musket. And you can just put it into his hand, like so. There you have Cup. Looking very nice indeed. In the way of his way of articulation, Cup's head rotates back and forth, up and down. Not really so much up and down because it's more or less due to his transformation, but he does move it left and right. His arms are on, it looks like just a pin hinge of some sort, because the arms do rotate out. They also rotate back and forth. He has a rotation up in the upper bicep area. You can bend at the elbow. Of course, this panel might be an obstruction to that. He's also got a rotation in the hand. He has nothing in the waist off. No biggie there, but his legs go forward, back, out. Rotation in the thigh, and a bend in the knee. Now, you bend the knee, you're going to start seeing this piece of the truck again coming out. But all things considered, this is definitely a really neat Transformer. The mold itself, I think, was used also for Ironhide. I never picked up the Ironhide. Truth be told, I really only wanted the Cup in this vehicle mode. I think the vehicle is exceptional. I think the robot mode is also done extremely well. I think a lot of people also like Cup too. Not so much for the records, but also because was it the Rude Awakening of Optimus Prime? Spot will not quote lines from that because they're not kid friendly. Funny though, check it out though. All things considered, I really like this. I've always loved Cup. I have the original Cup. I think I have Target Master Cup kicking around somewhere. I'll eventually review him too, because I just love the animated movie Transformers. I don't know what it is. I was just a sucker for all the movie line of figures. This cup, though, is a perfect update to an original classic. Definitely, this is one of my favorite of the current Transformers. Sergeant Cup, I'm going to give him an 8.5. 8.5 down there. If you can find him, definitely worth picking up. Definitely worth picking up. Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Transformers. We're looking today at Sergeant Cup. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time.